very actively participating. I was part of the board for some time, and we started discussing about how to make the education system so flexible, so anytime you can write an exam. Today we have an open education system for demand exam. I don't know whether you are aware of it. Any fellow who doesn't pass or who don't have a 10th and 12th class education, in a week they can get it. Register, ask for demand exam. Demand for an exam today on e-line, you can do the exam and then next week your result will be out. Every day there is an exam. Every moment there is an exam. Day and night is not a factor because it's on internet. Okay, so your classroom can be at late night also. Fine. So support, assessment, inspection, all this can be participative learning. Leaders, you can select good leaders among your students itself. So leader model, you have a learner model, content model, narrative model, adaptive model. This is a model which I have developed for education through web, and that's working fine. Okay. So objective and mission and individual, these are three factors. So we have a mission, we have an individual, we must have an objective, and most important is the individual, who is the backbone of any education system. It's not the teachers, not the infrastructure, but the students are important. And make a difference to your students. I'm sure you will live in their manas, not in their brain. That's why some of us like some teachers, some of us doesn't like some teachers. The impact is there because you are unique, different, distinct, clear, crisp, very elaborative, at times required, very short when it is required. Okay, and 5 minutes short of my class. My class is a model where I said I will follow what I teach. So close your eyes. Think about all the points which I spoke to you so far. Think about all the points which I spoke to you so far. Dumped so many information from different areas, different styles, different learning processes, methodology, techniques, examples, jokes. Open your eyes. Just tell one point to the person who is sitting beside you. 1 or 2 points, just discuss. Share knowledge. I'm sure when you attend a cinema, as soon as the cinema is over, you will have 1 or 2 points to share with your friends. Right? That has to happen in the classrooms also. 1 or 2 points. Enough. I think this 2 minutes or 1 minute, short of a minute discussion is much more worthier than this 1 hour lecture, right? Is it not? This discussion for 1 minute is much more involved, and it comes from your manas, what you have learned. And you are all sitting in the same class, same person were here to teach. You listen to the same class, but one point you got is not what you got, right? It is simple. That means when you teach in a classroom, every student absorbs something, the other student absorbs something else. Suppose they discuss, they get double knowledge. Very simple. As soon as they learn, they must share it, otherwise it will not get it. So how do you get it? Make at least, this is only a sample, this is not a classroom. In your classroom, every 5 minutes, make students to discuss. And how do you know they are doing a real discussion or not? Simple mechanism, I will show you. Tell me what did he say. So he said about RLO. I am sure everybody must not have thought about RLO, right? One condition in the classroom is he has to be louder, so that whatever point he says will never be repeated by somebody else when he asks the next person. Understood? If that should not be repeated, you will be very careful listening to him and assume you are thinking about talking about RLO, you will find another point. So if I can get at least 10 students like this, 10 points are reviewed back, that becomes the revision. Okay, next tell me what is the point you it must be audible. A teacher has to be audible. If this is not more than 300 audience without a mic I can speak. The communication skills importance he said. What is it? Teacher centric to student centric. What was the next one? One point which you didn't discuss. Yeah. So there was no discussion, nothing will happen. Now tell me what is the difference? Creativity and motivation, both are required. That's essential. What did you get? That's already said. That means you are not attentive when the other person is speaking. There are different methods. One is descriptive. Tell me one point. Participation is essential. This is how you make the classroom participative. You know that? And no student is spared. And there may be few people who are very eager to speak. Now assume you do this, they will become people. In a classroom, there is a psychology of students. They want to show that they understood. And assume you start doing it, miss somebody who wanted to speak, it's a big crime given to them. So open discussion. Anybody who wanted to share any point? Lift your hands up so that. Prejudice reduction. You understood? So he was eager to speak. If I did not give a chance, he will think, oh, I did not get a chance. And you know what will happen? He will start getting. In a classroom, there is a big problem. The students hate the teacher because they did not get a chance. Anybody want to share? If nobody wants to share, it means two things. One, the teacher was useless. This fellow could not make any sense in the class. Second one, anyway it's 11 o'clock, stop the class. Let us not discuss further, right? So, I think,
E-learning will not work out.
Which one?
E-learning will not work out.
E-learning will not work out. It is only a supplementary program, but not a substitutive program. And no class should dealt with without questions. And create. Okay. So make anything which you make it very different.